Hey guys, Mike here. In this video, I wanted to talk about building a Swordmaster. So on my initial playthrough, I sort of felt that Swordmaster was pretty weak, or at least nerfed compared to previous games. That is, their strength was substantially reduced. And I think that's a good thing from, like, if you care about balance. My point is, I don't think it's a big deal, and this is how I would build a Swordmaster in Fire Emblem Engage. So, right now, I'm currently on I just beat chapter 11 on my second maddening playthrough. So this is my team right here, and I have Lapis, who's already a Swordmaster, level 4, and I promoted her early. And what I'm trying to do with her is, obviously, first things first, her outfit, I love this outfit on her. Like this Western European, like fencer type outfit, just looks so cool. This is the Swordmaster outfit for Lapis, by the way. Okay, besides that, so what I'm trying to do here is, because their strength is pretty nerfed, actually my strength here is actually pretty high, to be honest. But I think across the board, like Swordmaster strength is usually lower. And how you would get around that is just by utilizing their fantastic speed. So like you can see here, my speed is already at 22. And because your speed is so fast, you're going to be reliably doubling most units, with the exception of maybe Wolf Cavalry and maybe other Swordmasters. So the whole thing, and this is something I don't think a lot of people are talking about, or at least here's a little bit more advanced concept. So if you can double people reliably, then you combine that with Alacrity, which is the skill from Lyn, and I can show that here real quick. I think most people already know about Alacrity. Right now I have it on Alfred. And Alacrity, right here, if you have a speed of 9 or more, at least for Alacrity at the base level, then you can do the counterattack before the enemy does their counterattack. So you can do your follow-up before the enemy does their counterattack, right? So you basically get your 2 hits in. It's sort of like a brave effect, if you want to think of it that way. And Alacrity just gets better and better as you keep leveling it up. Right now I have to obviously do the Lyn paralog first, but excuse me, Alacrity, like at the highest level, I think Alacrity plus, whatever it's called, you can actually trigger that counterattack if your speed advantage is only 5 or more. All right, so that makes it even easier to trigger Alacrity. So at its base level, it's a little hard to trigger it with a speed advantage of 9 or more, but it just gets easier and easier as you upgrade Alacrity. And that's what I'm basically working for Lapis. Right now, she doesn't have enough SP to get Alacrity, but I'm trying to get that on her ASAP, so that she can get the 2 counterattacks in. Her 2 attacks in first. And there's a specific reason why I'm doing this. And the reason I'm doing it is because her crit, I'm building her for crit, basically. And, her dex is 16 right now. I think it'll get higher. It's a little bit lower than I'd like right now. But the whole idea here is, like, right now, her crit with the Wodow plus 4 with the Lyn emblem on it is 58, with a very respectable 23 physical attack. And remember, this is only, like, right after chapter 11. It's only chapter 12. So because it's 58, you get 2 shots at a crit, once I get Alacrity, right? Before the enemy can even counterattack. And I did the math and the probability of 58 crit. And that's, I basically have an 82% chance of landing at least 1 crit within those 2 attacks, assuming Alacrity procs. So that's basically an 82% chance of landing a crit. And remember, that's only for the 2 attacks if Alacrity procs. And, I think an 82 crit at this point in the game is extremely reliable. It's just going to get higher and higher, right? I'm not even like halfway through the game yet. So like my dex will improve my crit. I still have to upgrade this Wodow one more time. And then I still have to get the Corrin emblem too. So I can replace the Wodow with the Corrin emblem. I think the Corrin emblem gives a little bit more crit as well. So the crit is just going to skyrocket. And remember, it's this, it's the statistics calculation of if the Alacrity triggers and I get those 2 attacks in before the enemy can counterattack, that's effectively the same attack. You can think of it that way. It's basically 2 rolls at crit, trying to roll for a crit, right? And like I said, the probability, at least right now, at this 58 crit, it's technically a 82% chance of landing a crit, at least 1 crit within those 2 chances. right? And that's pretty reliable, at least for crit right now. And like I said, it's just going to get better, and I'm really excited to see how Lapis turns out. She does have one thing that's kind of working against her though, and it's this her personal skill. It's if an ally within one space grants hit within one space grants hit and avoid +10 at the cost of crit -10. So, if there's allies nearby, then my crit is actually going to be lower at -10. So, I don't think that's the end of the world. It's obviously not ideal, but the concept still stands, right? If you're building a Swordmaster and you have tons of speed and you just add alacrity, you want to go for crits because you're rolling more at crits, and you're rolling at those crits uninterrupted by the enemy's attack. So it's just free reign for at least 2 shots when you roll for that crit. And like I said, Lapis, this doesn't really help her. This -10 to crit. So, if there's a better character that didn't have this personal skill, then they would probably even be a better Swordmaster. But right now, Lapis is doing extremely well on my team as a Swordmaster, and I'm actually not sure what people are saying about Swordmaster or whether they think it's strong or weak. But right now, I'm just looking at it on paper, like just the stat sheet and the numbers, because I'm a nerd like that. I look at the numbers and stuff, and she looks like she's going to be a top contender in my army. She's probably going to take a lot of MVPs, just landing those crits, getting those kills and stuff like that. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you. Not that I'd like to think, but I feel like some people might think Swordmaster is a little bit underpowered in this game, but just based on the things I presented here with the 2 hits and the alacrity and then building for crit and getting those 2 rolls, and that fact that it's actually quite high chance to land a crit within one of those 2 rolls, then I think you'll have a very fantastic Swordmaster no matter who you pick as a Swordmaster on your team. So that's my take on Swordmaster. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want more content like this, and thanks for watching.